two contraries. Such attire, in concert, so to speak, with Lester's decidedly tongue-in-cheek instrumental tack, redresses both. Miles, for example, on Dreaming of the Master on the Art Ensemble's Nice Guys album, Satchmo on Hello Dolly on his own Fast Last. Ripped and retributive, Lester's coat and Jester's cap's near rhyme reveals a need or an appetite for, or the need or the appetite of, mad science. Knowing's need to laugh at itself or lose its head. No, it doesn't know. Coat and cap augur are no longer mystic, no longer only mystic, suddenly scientific, mad scientific, post-Hiroshima mushroom need to cloud one's knowing, a need steeped in parody, pastiche, mad profession. So maybe Reverie's Reveille, this is a composition he's working on for the trumpet. So maybe Reverie's Reveille isn't a matter of switching over to trumpet, but of playing trumpet in cheap tenor, lending tenor trumpet's bluster and blare. Frank also mentions Roscoe Mitchell, who I realize now does exactly that. Listen to his tenor solo with the Art Ensemble on Unanka, on Baptism. A vaguely brass timbre at the solo's outset eventuates in a profusion of quasi-brass cackle, mad profusion, a trumpeted sense of urgency, seizure, stampede. Bluster, yes, and blare, but even so, it works in a roused, otherwise quietist impulse, annoyed, it seemed, at the very need to make sound. As if to announce, a la Rufus Harley, I didn't ask for this. It begs off its calling, besets vocation with qualms. One hears brass implied in some of Roscoe's alto work even, as in Sing Song on the Snurdy McGurdy album, when his descending figure on alto emerges to call the noise passage to a halt, only to at once give way to Hugh Reagan's bread and butter new bop trumpet, as though trumpet, if not, granted, in his cheek, had been up his sleeve. To be rubbed off on by an alternate axe is to question one's calling, pose an alternate calling. Gnostic resonance or residue accrues to such rubbing, an exquisite receipt rendered moot by ensuing detour. And if not rendered moot, made to answer to a need to buy time, bartered rapport translating quizzical grip to inquisitive grasp. I want that to be what Reveille does. Yours. Yeah. Let me finish with a poem or two from a book that's coming together, which continues the series, A Place and Condition, called Nub. And this book moves Nub into Quag. The first section of the book is called Quag, and the second section of the book is called Quag. This is one of the Moo poems, and it's called Sound and Subsequence. Next, it was Nub's new colony, Quag, we were in. Music's weapons for the weaponless, not the ones we were looking for. Struck zithers lay in wait behind a bush on the side of the road. Spiked fiddles lay in wait as well. What a damn, we blurted out without thinking. Throwbacks against our will. We were there at Behead's behest. Melon patch inhabitants airlifted in. Smashed heads marked our spot. We moved in as night fell or as day broke. Little way of knowing which. We lay stitched into the landscape, dressed in laugh jackets, naked if not for scrub we crawled under. We lay on our stomachs, a flat planet lay under us it seemed. Cloth our laugh jackets were made of made us giggle. Giggle part wince, wince part giggle. Rough threads worked our ribs. We lay stitched into Quag's interior face down, sniffed our jacket's bouquet. Made up odors made us giddy. Gas we'd have sworn it was. Scratched up elbows we pulled ourselves along on, legs and bodies dragged and back. Moaning voices lay close to the ground, an acoustic scrub we inched our way under. Lay close, cut upward, singing, some called it. Keened, kept us going, kept us at bay. Laughing not to cry, but cried even so. That we were there, but not there, was no relief. Aman, Aman, we made out. Not sure what we made out. Knew, not admitting we knew. Come what might have been morning, they opened their eyes assaulted by leaf light. Sun's bounce of image off topside, underside. Look, it seemed, again, up Sophia's dress. The same song we'd have sung, they sang. Buttocks as if into his outstretched hand. He, the high priest, whose apostles they'd have been. Aromatic loin gaps, evaporative adamants, fruit-like lower lip. What it wanted to say left unsaid again, as if to be was to be always elsewhere. A room with no fourth wall missing, no one outside knowing what went on. Late afternoon it turned out to be, the apocryphal she newly draped in sortilege. This the new goat-faced angel, the would-be book they'd have read, began. So spoke the he they sang of. So had there been a book, the book they thumbed. So said we, translating the ground we lay stitched in, sung about Sapphic light we lay deprived of, leaflet embroidery, lit but invisible, songs moved sizzlingly, crushed. The motion of tones telling sight's demise, the motion of tones beaked and feathered we sensed. We lay so still, we felt a tree fall 1,000 miles away. Outside, such as it was, we turned in. Turning into birds, we cracked seeds between our teeth. It was the morning after sight's demise we disembarked, a boat we thought it was we'd been on. Goat-faced allure we could only imagine, a satyr's trunk translated upward we thought, a rain of black hair obsessed over, the tip of his tongue assessing her lips, teeth, tongue. The same song we'd have sung, leaflet abscondity, leaflet revelation, Sapphic rump. Better not to have seen than to have seen what we couldn't have. Better to be blind, we'd have sung. Eked out accompaniment, the world ours fell away from, the motion of tones having nothing to say. Basking aloft in bodily heaven, we came down. Quags Malays lay behind us, even so. Sophia sighed, wanting something else. She heard the woman with the bell in her throat, backed by strings. Adieu, backed by rattling drums. There was a man, she said, liked it she let his hand up her leg. Said it so near the near side of singing, she sang. Song so understated, we wept. Sang the moment living unsung time, she said. Mouth a mere slip, rudimentity. She said she wiped spit from her lips after they kissed. Made up words, the words they sang. The song, not one they knew. Quags, high country scat filled with helium. Wind, warble, snort. It was the song newly known to us we'd sing forever. Lost utopic wandering, toe-tipped to head of hair. Thank you.